Alright, welcome back. We have more stuff, as you can see. So, these came in actually probably 2 weeks ago or so. And I've just been waiting for little pieces here and there to come in so I can hopefully take care of what's in this box. So, this little guy will give you a clue. It's actually in there. Anything else in there? Nope. Set that aside. All right. Oh, what's that? What's that? Could it be? Mario Golf. So, I have no idea if this works or not. I believe the listing said that it did. But if it doesn't, well, that'll just have to be another video. Upon cursory examination, it looks pretty good. All the pins look alright. Sticker's nice. Nothing really moving around. So that's a clue as to one of the items in this box. Oops. If I remember correctly, this should be 3 items. Person went a little ham with the tape. Got a little clue there on the front. You see it? GB360 PS2. Oh, the excitement. How do we open this bad boy? So these were sold as not working. But who knows what that means. I guess we'll figure out together. I believe there were a couple clues as to what was going on, but I don't recall what they were. I think the PS2 didn't read discs. The Xbox doesn't have a hard drive. I think it said it powered on, I can't remember. Forgot this is the Xbox 360 Slim as well. So you can see the packaging on here is actually pretty nice. This is some fancy. Well, maybe it's not. I thought it was bubble wrap. Ew, look at that. Ah, it's going to be fun to repair though. You see all the dust in there? Look at all that good stuff. this particular video, we're just here for the smallest of the three, the DMG. This little guy. Look at that. Crayon? Who knows what that is? Other than that, it doesn't look too terrible. Plastic's not super yellow. You can see there's some redness around the contrast wheel. Some redness down in there. It's got the back cover, which is nice. Oh, there's even batteries in there. Look at that. Well, since that's in there, let's turn it on and see what happens. Nothing. The volume, turn the volume all the way up. Nothing out of the speaker, nothing in the screen. Alright, let's pop in Mario. Same thing. Nothing out of the speaker, nothing on the screen. Pull out these batteries. I don't know what brand that is. GP Ultra Plus. And a couple Duracells. Ah. Got a little bit of corrosion down in there. Not too terrible though. That seems to be the only one, actually. Nice. Thought I heard something shaking, but I think it's just the battery contacts. Alright, well, we'll save these guys for another video. Set them aside for now. Get back to this guy. Bring you in for a closer look. All right. So, in case you're not aware, to open this bad boy up, we're going to need the tri-wing or tri-tip screwdrivers. If you're going to be able to see that, there we go. So there are 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I got my IFixIt kit over here. That's the wrong bit. I was working on a friend's 360 hard drive earlier, so give me a moment just to get the right bit. I can actually show you the kit too, just in case you're not familiar with it. So it's this nice wooden kit. My wife got it for me a couple years back. And you can see all the bits that are in there. There's what we need. I believe it's the smaller one. Let's take them both out. It's been really handy having all the security bits, the extensions, everything that you need. And the other side I just use as a screw tray for things that I'm working on. You can see I got the bits in there that I was using to take apart the 360 hard drive. Got the screws, and you can see it's all held in with magnets. It's a really nice kit. But back to what we were doing. So this is a sorry guys, I'm trying to get the letters here for you. All right. There you go, you can see it's a Y1 and a Y0, or a tri-tip 1 and a tri-tip 0. The 1 being the larger one. I'm not sure which one it is, so let's find out together. Appears that's it, and that is the number 1. So, I actually had a DMG growing up. It was given to me by a cousin. However, my mother and my stepfather divorced when I was probably 9 or 10. And that, along with basically everything else I had, was lost. By lost, I mean stolen. So, I wanted another one for a while, especially when I found out about the screen mods you can do, which I definitely plan on doing in a later video. Upgrading to MyMateVince 3-inch backlit screen would be a fantastic addition to this, in my opinion. So that is definitely a video that's planned. But, so I'm 31 now. I was, what did I say, 9 or 10 when I lost it, and I haven't had one or really played one since then. So this is bringing back all kinds of memories. All right, those little screws in there are also tri-wings, but they're the 0 variety. Get these little guys out. I'm also excited because I've never played Mario Golf. I had, what did I have? The only game I had was Battletoads. Which, if you're going to have any game, why not have Battletoads? Battletoads is fantastic. was really difficult too. And I later found out it was on many other systems. I think it's even on a Classics Edition Xbox game or something. But I'm definitely looking forward to playing that again. And I just may have a couple other consoles that Battletoads may also be on. Those are separate videos though. Alright, so got all the screws undone. Ta-da! As we open it up, you see you gotta be careful. The ribbon cable is right there. So actually, what I'm gonna do is just try to slide it out with my fingers. There we go. That came out nicely. Set that aside for now. Here's this board. See, doesn't look too bad. Looks like it has some flux on there. In a couple different areas, but nothing too crazy. And then you can see there are some other screws down here. There's one, there's another. And those down here as well, those appear to be a very small Phillips. On this side, you can see Nintendo 1989 DMG LCD-06. So I'm not too familiar with the different board divisions or what that means or anything. I've never actually opened one of these up, so I'm excited to learn along with you guys. A lot of you probably already know what you're looking at. I'm pretty much new to all of this. I've been taking things apart for as long as I can remember, but not necessarily video game consoles. And if any of this requires soldering, well, I did get a soldering kit in the mail today, but I haven't soldered anything in about a decade, so that'll be fun to learn along with you guys. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 screws on this board. I believe they're the same size. Nope, they are not. Not the same size. They are... Which one do you think? I'm gonna go with this really tiny one down here. PH000. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Got it. PH 000. Oh, you know, it seems to be jumping, so I'm gonna try and go up a size. This is a PH 00. PH 00. Is it even bigger? PH 0. these are in there really good. PH1. Oh yeah, much better. Sorry to mislead you guys, it's PH1. Several sizes bigger. That came out a lot easier. Well, I've seen you can get new screws on places like Retro Modding if necessary anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But at the same time, I'm trying to take care to not damage anything. Make anything that needs to be replaced by choice, not by necessity. Not because he broke it. All right. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera, guys. Man, that one's in there real good. There we go. This thing probably hasn't been opened, so you gotta imagine 30 years of that screw being in the same spot and expansion and contraction of the plastic. Clearly, this one has all kinds of red stuff on the outside, so who knows if that corrosion of the battery terminal was caused by liquid inside or just some batteries. But it doesn't really look like there was a spill or anything major. Ooh, man. Last one, yay. Oh, I skipped one. Two more. Come on. There we go. All right, I believe that's all the screws on here. So this, in theory, should just lift right out. I see. I believe the screen being, there we go. Yeah, I think that was just a screen adhesive. Oh, there go the buttons. All right, so you can see there's the screen adhesive, which I'm not too worried about. I'm going to get a glass lens shipped out pretty soon. You can see some lovely things the previous owner left for me. All kinds of goodies. So kind, previous owner, so kind. All right. buttons. Looks like it was loved. That's good. We want these things to be loved, right? Actually doesn't look too bad from, you know, some compared to some that I've seen on the internet. Looks relatively clean. I mean, that's not so much. The board as a whole doesn't look like anything was spilled in it or anything like that. So, I think for now I'm just going to set the board aside. Set the shell pieces aside. Give those a good scrub. Oh, here's that red again. I don't really know what that is. Looks like Kool-Aid or something. And we'll come back with this one. Alright, so we're back here at the second shell. And again, this is the game cart and battery terminal side. Speaking of the cart, I should take that out. Alright, we'll get back to our, what were there, 4 screws? Huh? Oh man, these are in there just as tight. Alright, and we're back over here with the power port. Screws seem to be the same size, same tightness. Man. Some make you just want to back out your screws every year just to make them easier if you ever have to open it. That was the hardest one. Here we go. Last one. I'm assuming this board should just pop right out as well. Actually, lifted up by the power button, that worked pretty well. See that? Yep. Power button looks alright. For this, I'm gonna have to take out those terminals, huh? Oh, maybe not. Nope. It'll just fall right out. Alright. Well, other than that little bit of corrosion around the battery terminals, I'm not really seeing anything else. So that's good. Just general dirt from being old. Pins look dirty. But what do you expect? It's 30 years old. not much to see on the back panel, just that shielding. Which again is those same Phillips screws. So we'll get those out. So just as a refresher, it's 6 tri-wings to get into the console, and then once you're in, it's been probably 15 or so, 16 PH1 Phillips screws. Or standard screws, or crosshead, or plus screws. Whatever. Alright, and that's the shielding for the cartridge slot. Just to make sure nothing gets down in there and clogs up your console. Just in case you were curious, because I'm a little curious, the board, or the chip number, DMG CPU C 1989, Japan 9609D. I'm assuming D is a revision or something. Maybe one of you know. At this point, I'm not even really sure. It was 1989, and the DMG had just come to town. Fast forward 30 years, and this poor, sad soul is all dirty. Dirty and decrepit, filled with filth, but memories lie within its roots as well. Let's see if we can bring some life back into this guy and maybe, just maybe, get this to work. Bring Mario back on the greens in today's video. We'll bring some life back into these pixels. Stay with me, little friend. Stay with me. Alright, so we're back. While the shell is soaking, I'm going to simply take some alcohol, this dish here, some 99% isopropyl alcohol, and a little travel toothbrush. And we're just going to give the board a nice clean. Hopefully that's all this will need. Then she'll be back up as good as new. Or maybe even better. Alright. So, just going to take a toothbrush, and some alcohol, alright, so here we go. Got our dish. Got another little dish to just toss in some alcohol. Toothbrush a little wet, and we're just gonna give the board a nice little scrub. So this has been unplugged for, oh, I don't know, 18 hours or something like that. Not too worried about any electrical charges still in the capacitors. Get the cartridge slot all nice. Not using too much pressure here. Just trying to focus around the areas of wear. Around the power button. Around the cart slot. Decided I'm not going to take these battery terminals off right now, simply because I don't have any flux and I'd like to make my life a little bit easier when I'm soldering for the first time in a decade. Not really sure what this board is, but can't help to give it a little scrub too. I mean, can't hurt. Gosh, I hope it helps. All right. If you see any corrosion, just let me know. Anything that I missed. That's what you're here for, right? You're here to help. Get that wheel going. Not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but the pins don't look too bad actually. The back of that board here. Try and get some what looks like flux off of there. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard that it can be quite corrosive to certain materials if left on there for too long, and this has probably been on there for 30 years. Alright, I'll let that dry over there. So this next board, I still have the screen attached to it. I'm going to clean the screen with a microfiber cloth, get all that fun stuff off there. You see that border? That's not supposed to be there. That's just human dirt. Get that speaker all freshened up. Hopefully this will be all it needs. Then we'll have her working all nice. I don't want to get too much up by that ribbon, just because I don't know if it'll damage it or not. Come around the back and the solder joints, get that speaker. Get this wheel. Ribbon all nice and fresh. There we go. Feels nice. Feels like it slides nice. Okay. Speaker looks a lot better except for right about there. Try and get that. Get junk out of there. Okay. And as far as the screen goes, I'm just going to get a microfiber cloth. Alright, and for the screen, I got a microfiber cloth. I'm going to try and get some of that junk off there. Hopefully you'll get all of it off. See that? It's stuck on there pretty good. It's coming off though. What do you think? It's a lot better, huh? Still some areas. Not worried about getting it perfect, because I plan to replace this screen anyway with one of the backlight 3-inch bend screens, but I'd like it to work as well as it could for now. Looks like I finally got it. Oh, almost. Right? Looks a lot better in my opinion. Still not perfect, but much better than it was. So I'm just gonna let both of those kind of sit here and dry out. I have a fan over there going just to keep me cool, but it'll help dry it out. And we'll head over to the sink and see how the case and shell and all those pieces are doing. Alright, so we'll check this out, see how these are doing in here. Got the top shell with all that fun red stuff. Just using that same toothbrush, getting on all these cracks and crevices. Again, this is just hot water and dish soap. At least to start. If I have to do something else, I can. See that red down in there? That's what I'm trying to get out. You can see it's starting to come off. I wonder if it would work better if I used a head to my electric toothbrush. I just got a new head and tossed her on there and went to town. I have to try that. The rest. Some of these membranes. These should be nice and easy to clean up. Alright. A little bit of red in there. Can you see that? Just a tad bit right where that shadow is on the top. I think it's just stained, to be honest. Maybe not. Doesn't have to be perfect. Definitely looks a lot better than it did. Here's the D-pad. all those little nooks and crannies. Debris loves to build up in there. Here's the back with those terminals I showed you before. Down in there. The leftmost terminal here, that's where the corrosion is. Could pop these out, but not too worried about it right now. See what I can do with these still in there. Seeing just general dirt like this in here, in this top piece. That's what we're trying to remove, some of that redness. We have to go into retro bright territory. Maybe try and use that peroxide to get some of this redness off. We can do that. It'll just have to be a separate video because I don't currently have the materials. Otherwise, just clean it up real nice. Real nice like. Back panel. Usually from what I've seen, the insides of these are relatively clean. It's just the outside and all these little grooves get kind of beat up. Not too worried if that sticker comes off. I plan to have one DMG that's relatively stock looking, maybe paint another one, switch out the buttons or something. Definitely gonna backlight, but other than that, I don't really know. Haven't thought too much about it. Some of the buttons and some of the other membranes. Rather, I should say I've thought a lot about it, but I haven't made any decisions. Not yet. Not yet. Button. Get the other button and the power switch looking all nice. Alright. Pause you for a second, see if I can go get an electric toothbrush head. Get some of my working. Alright, so this seems like a good place to stop for the first part of the DMG video. So as always, I invite you guys down in the comments below to tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, offer any suggestions or comments or concerns. All the above are welcome. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. Or dislike it if you didn't like it, but either way, give me some feedback down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as ever, thanks to everyone for coming along, and I invite you guys to come back here and help me make, modify, and motivate in the future right here on Makes and Mods. Thanks again.